What's up, YouTube? Strategic entrepreneur stopping by on this cold morning. Probably like 7 degrees out here this morning. But anyway, if you're motivated, you're going to get to it. This is for my investors. That's all I do. Anytime I make money from my box truck business, any of my side hustles, my money's going in the market. Crypto, I'm telling you. But look, my top investors are Warren Buffett, like literally who I study and have studied. Like I said, I can't do all of what they do right now, but you have to study these people and know the game. So the first one going to be Warren Buffett. Warren Buffett, I could literally say the first off the top. What his rule is, don't lose money. Rule number 2, don't lose money. Really don't forget rule number 1, but you get the point. And I'm like, it's so easy to put your money in the market and lose it. Just taking risks that you don't know, that's not calculated. So I'm like, when I first started investing, he said something about he used to buy cigarette butts companies. And I'm like, oh, so you could get that last little bit of juice out of it. I'm just listening to him. So I'm thinking I had to kind of do the same thing, not knowing he had Charlie Munger come help him. Like I said, at the beginning, Warren was by himself. I've seen it. I love the documentaries I watch. But when he got up with Charlie got this one thing that sticks out in my mind forever. Why don't I just buy the top 5% instead of looking for cigarette butt companies? I did it. So, I'm listening to the greats. So you got to know what's going on and go through the motions. Don't lose no money. So I'm like, buy the top 5%. So in the stock market right now, Nvidia, Microsoft, Apple, Walmart, that's the top 5% stocks. You wouldn't have to worry about all those low totem. Like when I first, so you'll know, when I first got in the stock market about 5-6 years ago, I'm buying stuff like GoPro, stupid stuff, Hertz. I didn't know. I thought you find your company that you like. No, you go where the money's at, not make up in your head. Let me figure out, No, it's so easy to say, buy some Walmart stock. It's easy. Amazon. I can name so many stocks that's in the top that's performing every day. Google, your favorites. I got a new one now. Kava is not in the top 5%, but if you know, you know. So I'm like, how do I implicate the methods in my life? Value invested. I'm a dividend investor. I literally years ago, my first stock I bought listening to Warren was Coca-Cola. I have never sold it. And guess what? That same compound interest from them dividends, I'm like, this is what they mean. So if I'm holding this from 20 years from now, what you think? More money. That's what this is about. How can you keep accumulating money? Not in and out trades like some Wall Street investors are. Not saying nothing's wrong with that, but they're using quantum computing. They're using like the Ray Dalios. They're hedge funds. I've read Ray Dalio books. You have to understand that type of stuff. And that's more of the hedge fund will rate him. Go get his book. Go listen to his book. Ray is one of the top. And they're patient. When I listen to Howard Marks, one day I'm like, who is this dude? Why is he talking like this? Patience. How to find undervalued stocks. Like I own a stock called Energy Transfer. I feel like it's undervalued. I got it at $14. Cool. Right now they're trying to say it's gonna go. They said it was going to 20. What you think is that today? It's like $20 and some change. And I'm like, dang. So if you just stay and wait patient and believe in what you bought, and it's a 6% dividend. Way more than Coca-Cola. And I'm going to hold that I'm not even going to put no years on it. It's not going nowhere. If you understand now the market, it's not in and out. You buy something, like they said, if you knew you only could pick 5 stocks for the rest of your life, you would choose wisely. You wouldn't pick something, man, I'm going to make some money with this. And no, I promise you're going to lose your money. I can guarantee, like dividends can help you, but if you're just not picking the right stocks, it's pointless. Honestly. Oh, my main one. Because I'm going to mix this one up a little bit. I'm going to go back and forth. This one got me when I learned about the guy, Bill Ackman. Like he said, he wanted to be, they say he's the next Warren Buffett. He met Warren Buffett. Literally, you take Warren Buffett tips and then you improve it with yours. That's what I do now. I'm like, We don't have to do what Warren did, but the same rules apply. So when I seen Bill Ackman, I'm like, okay. But my main thing was, in the business world, I'm a business owner. I own my own business. When I seen him and Carl Icahn go against each other, you can literally go buy a Carl Icahn stock. That's on you. I don't own it, but that's on you to go look at it. And I'm like, oh, this is kind of a competition. Who can have the better returns every year? Who can do it? And if my enemy is trying to battle me, I need to have money prepared, ready for war. Like, none of that changes in business. That's why a lot of people can't adapt to this. So I'm like, every guy that I'm naming owns a business. He's an investor. Hold on. You can't have, like, mom and, like, this is perfect for me. This is what I know I would never be. I would never be mom and pop. Nothing's wrong with mom and pop that started their restaurant. But I'm like, I could be bigger than that. Oh, you don't want to get put in a box. That's how I feel. And I'm like, why can't I do what they do? Oh, you got to know the market. Oh, stock options. You got to know how to make a call. Is it a bull market? I'm a bull. Is it a bear market? And I learn now, if it's a bear market, how do I master that? Oh, load up, buy the dip, buy low, sell high. I promise that never goes anywhere. Buy low, sell high, never. So that's the easiest part. Another guy I'm gonna mention, his books Beat Wall Street. I've been on that since I ever read that book. I'm gonna beat y'all guys. That's why I picked up Energy Transfers. I picked that up about 3 years ago. And now Wall Street is talking about it all of a sudden. Who won? You have to get it before they're talking about it. Learn that from Howard Marks. Before you think it's trendy, you need to already be, oh, I seen that. I know what's going on. Not, man, let me just test that in FOMO. A lot of people got FOMO. No, this is the long-term game for me. You can get your quick profits if you want, but it's long-term. That's how these guys made billions. This was some years. I've seen every guy named. I look at their failures, especially Warren Buffett. Warren was not that when he was making money. Don't get me wrong. But you could see through the years what he learned, how to build relationships. And I'm like, oh, that's a little deeper than we think. Beat Wall Street, Peter Lynch. I just mentioned Kava. I promise you, that's dope. I mentioned Kava because it's like, well, Kava's a new business, right? It's trendy. It's trendy. How can I make 5-10-fold off this? Like when he mentioned Dunkin' Donuts, Taco Bell. He made his money in Taco Bell, then Taco Bell flatlined. That's why sometimes most people say hold the stock for 10 years. 5 to 10 years. That's minimum, literally. That's minimum. So if he made his money through the 5 to 10 years of Taco Bell, like I'm probably going to do with Kava, I've juiced it all I need. You make the money while it's there. And then 10 years from now, maybe we find another stock. Like you said, the Dunkin' Donuts. I'm like, when I heard just Dunkin' Donuts, I'm like, why would he buy that? You could buy all these tech companies like Apple. Oh, that's the sleeper. One thing about it, you don't have to have an Apple phone. That's cool. You don't have to have Apple products. But one thing about it, you're going to have to eat. That's why I picked up Kava. Most people nowadays, especially the younger crowd, they're not cooking. They're going to Chipotle every day. And Chipotle so-called healthier. Whatever. That's your opinions. So I'm like, let me pick up the newbie. And technically, Chipotle, the CEO, is over there in Kava now. So he knows the game. But that's me going to do the work on that. Where does this stuff come from? Are you a dividend investor? What are you? Like me personally, I started off with dividends. And now I'm looking at, technically Energy Transfer is a dividend stock, but it's a growth stock. I'm learning, okay, let me pick up Micron. I own stocks like Micron, so you can know my portfolio right now. TSMC, I own that. What else? Microsoft. I own from Charlie Munger. I own all the top stocks. I own some REITs like Main Street Capital too. So you know that's dividends every 30 days. I'm like, this is the game? And when I say one of my accounts double, I was like, oh, this is all you have to do, and for years. So the more money I make and keep putting it in the market, I can keep tripling my money. That's all this is. I'm never leaving the stock market. And I got 2 portfolios. So when I'm naming these stocks, One is in this portfolio, one is in that portfolio. So it's kind of, so you don't get confused, be like, why he owns so many? How the hedge funds do it. Like this one company I looked at called BlackRock. If you know, you know. BlackRock, look at all the companies BlackRock own. And now in today's time, they adapted to crypto. I own crypto. I'm not going to talk about crypto right now, but I see, oh, dang, I could own a little bit of this. I could own a ExxonMobil. So be specific. ExxonMobil, let me add that on. I don't own ExxonMobil, but I'm just looking at their portfolio. You can go look at these people portfolios, these hedge funds. And I'm like, even if you look at a lot of people try to buy ETFs. None, especially when I hear the call icons in them talk. A lot of the old heads, I'm young, I'm their age when they was getting their millions, whatever. They buy ETFs. None's S&P 500, they're going to mention that all the time. Guess what? That's cool, but I'm looking for more growth. Like you're probably going to get 10%. It's subjected every year to go 10%. Everybody knows. Like if you just want to be chill and make your money, get you 10% every year, cool. I'm owning stocks like Walmart. That's a growth stock, and it's going to, I worked at Walmart. I seen the splits. I'm like, hold on. The employees are owning more stocks. If you've been working there for 20 years, you know how many splits you had? So I said between their 401k and that stock splitting as many as times Walmart did. Oh, so I don't need to work at Walmart to own Walmart stock to get rich. I learned it from there. That's the game, people. If you don't play this game and figure out your strategy and know what these are, what's going on, where's the market moving? Because right now, Donald Trump is in office. I'm not going to speak on crypto. If you know, you know. But I promise you, Donald Trump is about to it's about to be so many more millionaires because the economy is about to change. I'm not saying he's going to do the right thing, but I know it's about to change. You just put a businessman in the office again. And I've read his books. One thing I'm going to say, because I'm mentioning names, it is what it is. Donald Trump, somebody said, one of my people said the other day, you know why you like Donald Trump? Because of his money. I said, hell, no. He got a book called Never Give Up. I've read Think Like a Billionaire, so I'm going to exclude that. Never give up. Look at everything Trump went through. I just named all these people that I named failed in business before. All of them. That's why I mentioned Carl Icahn versus Bill Ackman. That was the best thing I ever did. To see them, they first had a partnership, and then once that separates, now we suing each other. That can happen to any of us if we hop in business. But I'm not going to tear from the stocks. My main stock, I'm going to speak on my portfolio too. What made me, so y'all understand what made me get here. If you're a new subscriber, you don't know. Carvana made me my most thousands. And I'm like, I bought Carvana in 2021 when COVID hit. It went down to $7 to $5. My dollar cost average right now is $30. It's up 200. The price was like $220 last time I looked. It's been between $190 because I took some profits. And I learned, take some profits. You don't win in the market unless you take profit. Because I'm like, if it got all the way back up there, who's to say it won't go back down? Hey, it doesn't matter now. I took the profits. Guess where I put my profits at? Home Depot. What's Oracle? I had owned Oracle already, but I had sold it for more NVIDIA. So you know. What else I bought? IBM. IBM a dividend stock. Technically, Oracle a dividend stock, but IBM more of a dividend stock. I've heard that Peter Lynch say, man, we lost money on IBM. But I'm looking, I'm like, IBM, look at their market cap. They're not going anywhere. They're still partnering up with companies. Sometimes it doesn't go right. Sometimes it does. And I'm like, they're still trying to innovate, though. IBM ain't going nowhere. I said, let me put that back in the portfolio. No, let me get those gains. Let me get them capital gains off it. But guess what? Every 3 months, send my dividends. Look how many stocks I named that I own send me a dividends. What else? Broadcom, when Broadcom had the split recent, I got into that. Some of these I waited for, like Walmart, I waited for the splits. I didn't know it was coming. You just got to be ready. Have your money ready. Did I have the money that day? Maybe I did, but maybe I didn't. Guess what? I started off $5 a day. Doesn't sound cool out loud, but at the end of the year, you got $1,300, $1,350 in your portfolio. Doesn't sound like much, but I was buying Carvana and stuff. Tripled my money. Barely knowing but then when you see the results, I've seen people show me 100K accounts. I'm like, He only owns dividend stocks. He doesn't have any growth either. How can I beat that portfolio? You see the competition where it comes down? I'm trying to beat all these guys I named. I got some work to do, of course. How can I beat their portfolios? How can I make sure I can get at least 10% average every year? At least, but the stocks I'm naming, I'm not going to have a problem with. And now, they say, Warren said it perfect. He said, don't be too diversified. He said, only an idiot is that diversified. And I get it now. Why do you have so many companies? Oh, you're scared. You don't know. So if you're going to believe in a company, believe in it. But I ain't going to rant y'all, yap y'all to death. As y'all can see, it's cold. About to get in this box truck and go crazy, get some money. And you know what I'm going to do with it. But appreciate y'all. Like, comment, subscribe. Tell me what you got in your portfolio. What you think?